Guys, welcome to another Monday video. We are going to be talking about email formatting in today's video, okay? And the reason why I want to look at this specifically today is for a multitude of reasons, but primarily I want to talk about it because I think that everybody who's sending out emails has to start somewhere. So we're going to be looking at how to actually format emails where you do not look spammy, where you are able to communicate the message that you want to convey in your emails with My Legion Secret, but also with anything else that you want. Okay, so this is applicable for any kind of email marketing that you have. So let's get into it. I'm going to share with you my strategy. My Legion Secret, by the way, guys, on a Monday, I talk about it on this channel. I post 3 times a week. So in case you want to subscribe, click that link in the hit that subscribe button and the bell notification below so you can get access to my videos. As I said, I post 3 times a week. The first is on My Legion Secret. The second is about I geek out on Wednesday on all my topics related to tools that I use and so on and so forth. And then on a Friday, I literally speak about the strategies that are available. Sometimes I make other videos during the week, but any which ways, 3 times a week are videos that I post on this channel. So make sure you stay tuned. That being said, My Legion Secret is a platform. I'm going to say this very simply, is a product that gives you 100 to 200 leads every single day. And those 200 to 200 leads, the email leads in the business opportunity niche, specifically tier 1 countries, and their core registration leads, which basically means that they're not the best quality leads. They're somebody who has ticked a box that said, I want to receive promotional emails from other people. And that's how you're getting these leads in the first place. If you want, it's not the best quality traffic source. Okay. I'm going to say this upfront because I keep saying it again and again. And I want you guys to understand that it is, but I use it actively and it is a catalyst in my personal strategy. Why? Because I understand how to use the leads in the right way. I understand how to market to these leads so that I take the higher quality within those leads itself and convert them into sales on a daily basis. So remember, it's solving 2 problems for you. As a marketer, you need to know how to advertise and you need to know how to use copywriting to get those conversions. In the advertising side, you're not doing anything because they're generating 100 leads, new leads every single day for you. Okay. So that is a big life saver or time saver more than anything else. And then you can use that skill set of marketing to get the conversions on whatever product or service that you have and what you're sharing with them. Okay. Now the emails have a huge thing to play in this entire element because that's how you're getting that conversion. So the more opens you get, the more clicks you get, the more clicks you get, the more sales you get. Okay. So that's the way that it goes. And I just want to be very clear. So this, we're talking about step 1. My focus, the way I do it, I don't want to get rich out of My Legion Secret. I don't want to focus on anything else but making consistent sales every single day, because I want to be able to have a budget that I can. So I use only low ticket offers. I don't use high ticket offers and stuff like that. I just use low ticket offers, and I use those commissions to be able to purchase or buy paid advertising to build my different email lists and done for you systems that I have on the back end. Okay. So that's personally how I do this. It's basically creating an advertising budget for myself to just grow continuously with everything that I need to do. And as those individual, let me put it this way, you're on a growth phase, right? So as you build your funnel and your funnel starts to now generate you an income for yourself, great. What are you going to do? You're going to put that income back into your funnel for a certain amount of time, and then it takes care of itself. The done for you system, the same thing. It takes care of itself over time. So that's the logic behind how my thought process works. I'm very systematic in it and I have the patience for it. Sometimes not everybody does, but sometimes you need to do it. The same thing with My Legion Secret, guys. When you get started, there are people who are using My Legion Secret for months who are not getting results. But they're not getting results because, and they keep asking me, David, are you doing anything special? Guess what? I am doing the only thing special that I am doing, guys, is writing better emails, is paying attention to my emails, is saying, can I write a story? What is it? If today this angle did not work, how do I use another angle in my marketing to be able to get better at my emails? As you use, and you can leverage ChatGPT, you can leverage quality like basically AI to improve your quality over time. But you need to definitely have those ideas and put those experiences that you have on a daily basis. Don't be afraid to share your experiences. Don't be afraid to put in you have your own story. Share your own story with people. The moment you do this, that storytelling element. So the way I look at it is my email marketing style is let's say a storytelling persuasive style. And every email there's a story to tell. The difference between emails that we share to our email list and My Lead Gen Secret is that My Lead Gen Secret are one-sided emails, which means I'm sending an email out, I'm not receiving an email returned back. Therefore, in that email that I send out, I want the story to start and have a middle and have an end within that same email itself. If it was an email series, I could put things out for the entire email series. Okay, so this is just for you guys to understand. Test things. You're gonna, obviously, just because you're getting high amounts of opens and high amounts of clicks doesn't mean you're gonna get high amounts of sales. Maybe the offer is the problem and that you're getting good opens and good clicks, so change the offer. You don't have to change the messaging. Sometimes you need to change the offer. So it's just about understanding these different kinds of logics. Now let me enter into my my Lead Gen Secret account, and we will talk about more about the formatting. Alrighty guys, so I'm in my account right here, and I'm gonna go and just go to statistics. We'll pick up one of the emails that I have, and then what I'll do is I'll also just do this. Okay, I'll go to MLJS. No, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. I have a document that usually has my information, my products, my affiliate links, everything there. This is how I save time, guys. I write my emails all on a doc, and then I copy paste those emails within to ChatGPT. To My Lead Gen Secrets when I need to post it. But let's pick out an email. Okay, I'm gonna go to the last email so that we're gonna look at a little bit of a longer emails in the past. Okay, so let's look at this one right here, which is how to create income on your own terms without risking everything. What is the difference, and what are these formatting tips that I'm going to share with you? First and foremost, let's talk about the subject. Okay, in this, let's exit this so that you guys can see. In this subject, I've got about 17% open rate. Okay, which is not bad, not the best, not the worst, not bad. This can definitely be improved. So I ask, in most of the way that I function, I've noticed that my leads also respond really well to this. I ask a question. Okay, I usually ask a how, either how I or how to. This is how I function. So I'm sharing my journey this way, because when I start with a how, I can explain it to them within the email itself. So that's how I look at it. Yours might be a what or why, or maybe a statement. Up to you. Honestly, up to you. Okay, so test these things out to see which is the best, and how your leads also respond. Sometimes your lead respond differently than mine. For example, a how to might not work for your list. Maybe a more direct approach for the subject line might work in your case. Try to understand, test things out, see which is the best option available for you. But then when you go there, the first formatting thing is that I personally personalize the email that I have. So I add this prefix right here. Now I'll show you guys that you can have the prefix easily in mailing system. Okay, so when you go to the mailing system and you're writing your email and you scroll down right here, you'll see that they have these options available right here. You want to copy this first name. Okay, sometimes people use a last name. I personally use just the first name, because I think using the first name is pretty decent enough to build a connection or build a rapport with that person, right? So first name is the first format. Then, as you can see right here, what I want to recommend is the formatting of paragraphs. Ideally, in most email marketing services, let's say you're using an Aweber for email marketing, or you're using a GetResponse for email marketing, or you're using System.io for email marketing. Guess what, guys? All of them have a way that you can format your entire email. And the format really depends. So for example, on System.io, I personally do not format like this. Why don't I format it like this? The tool System.io itself, the software, how it functions or how it works is that it has one line per, let me put it this way, on mobile it works well. It's like one line is good per or keep it in paragraphs and don't cut it out in between like I've done here, right? So I've said, so when I first heard about affiliate marketing, then I put an enter, and I added the next the same sentence but divided into two, right? This, if you do on System.io, looks so ugly, so I don't do it on System.io, but I do it here on My Lead Gen Secret. So I hope you understand, each tool has a different way of doing it, but it's just about trying to see how the reader is. There's a psychological thing behind this formatting specifically, and the formatting, the psychological part of it is that the reader finishes off the email quite fast and has a glance that's the usual way that our eyes work, where we will glance over it. So this format of having kind of like a scroll way is much better than having a long form content. Why? Because this way I can read out the email very quickly. And if I don't read it properly, I can scan it in the right way to say, okay, somebody who's talking seriously about things, not just, bullshitting and stuff like that. Sorry about my French, but you get what I mean, right? And then they click here for the call to action and they have this way. So having these paragraphs really help. These paragraphs should maximum be 4 lines. Look, I made a mistake, for example, here, and I think I had 5 lines. No, it's all 4. Perfect. I don't have any mistakes in this email. So these 4 lines is a good chunk for a paragraph. Okay, this is really a really good example because it shows you. So it gives you the impression that the email is a long email, but actually it's not a long email at all. It's quite a short email, but you can scroll through it. So it looks like you're giving value, not writing just 2 lines, but it's not that long as well, right? And you add then the second third formatting tip that I would give you is having a very strong call to action. Okay, when I say very strong call to action, I mean the action is either in caps lock or you have 2 or 3 words that define it. Start here now, click here now. I put click here now in usually caps lock, as you can see right here. Okay, it's a strong call to action. Why am I saying this again? I would not do a strong call to actions in my normal email marketing, but why am I doing that within within My Legion Secret, guys? Is because you have a story that you're starting, finishing, and ending, and the middle part of your story is getting that click to go to the page, and it should be relevant to the story. Okay, if it's not relevant to the story, obviously you're not making sales because the email is not matching the sales. Okay, the product. So have that congruency in place for you guys to get the right results there. Something like this is something that I would have avoided. I don't know why I did work from anywhere with Wi-Fi built up because they're points. Okay, these are bullet points. Otherwise, I may have added bullet points here, and not kept it this way because it looks a little bit bad with the formatting. And then just obviously you can add whatever salutation right here. So if you want to go to and say, kind regards, best regards to your success, let's rock, whatever it is, really doesn't matter. You can add that there, David, and then your picture. Now my picture is not available here just because of some formatting. This is an old email, so that link that was there is now expired. It's fine, it happens. It's not like anybody's coming back to this email to click on it. And then I have these social elements right here, and the signature in your formatting also builds trust. Okay, so it's very important that you have a signature. I would suggest keep it simple, keep a very simple picture there. They can see a little bit about you from your smile, from something or the other. And that's how they recognize you. Have your Facebook and YouTube there. Then below here I have a PS link. You don't need to put PS links in any of your video emails, sorry about that, but I add the PS link, and as you can see, I don't format the PS link. The reason why I don't format the PS link is because I wanted to stand out and say, what is this? That's why I don't format it. Okay, but most people do format this area as well. I personally don't do it because I don't add a whole bunch of links in my emails. All of these links, guys, are going to one specific place. If you can see the way that I formatted this email, it's a fast read, strong call to action, and then you have also a PS, which might take them to the same offer that I have. Now, I know that there are other marketers out there that say, hey, you can put your other resources and links in the description, like in below, and go ahead and do that. That's fine. I personally am using this kind of very strategic, laser focused approach of I do want to make sales. That's the whole purpose behind it, right? So I need the most opportunity to get sales for that specific product for the email that I'm sending there, which means why would I confuse them with other offers if I'm talking about a specific one? Makes sense? At the most, I would send them to another offer if it was a contrasting offer. For example, in my emails, usually that I send to ClickBank, on ClickBank I promote offers and services mainly, right? So their service-based offers are earning them an income, but it's also giving them a good start to learn about affiliate marketing. And because it's positioned this, because I position it this way, I don't mind in the PS link sending a different offer and say, okay, that's talking about a service, that's talking about exchanging your time for money. But here right now, you can get access to an affiliate marketing offer, and it costs you just $7, or it costs you just something very easy, like a fast, quick buy, right? That is what I offer, and that's working really well for me. It's just a suggestion. That being said, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Hopefully this helped you with the formatting. I hope you got an idea from this email as well, what you can see how the email should look. Please use common sense. Don't just promote, don't just keep your email to 2 or 3 lines. At the end of the day, what I've noticed with my lead gen secret is that if you format badly and you write emails badly, at the end of the day, you're hurting your chances of making sales than actually improving them. So that's just my experience. I've changed that. When I've done that, I've made mistakes. I've not, had everything working for me from day one. I had made mistakes, but I've come back from that when I focused on my emails. It took a month or 2 months, but it worked. And I started to get momentum with this strategy. Okay, guys, don't get lazy. Start putting the work and the effort. If you have any questions, let me know in the in the comment section. Otherwise, you can find a link to Affiliate Marketing Essentials, which teaches you exactly how I do all of this, including the AI prompts that I use and everything else, in the link in the in my description, or in the pinned comment below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I want to see you guys on Wednesday for another video.